SensualValleyTalk.com.
Harrian.
Harian.
Okay, welcome back to the Central Valley Buzz, everybody. Thank you very much, Tattoo. That was very nice. Our next guest, author Sarah Harian. Let's bring her in. Sarah, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Nice to see you. Now, you're an author of what type of books?
I am an author of speculative books, so horror, sci-fi, fantasy, those kinds of novels.
And how many novels have you written?
Like 5 or so,
Really?
but I only have one published right now, and then the sequel's coming out later this year.
So your whole life you've been a writer?
Since I was 8.
What did you first start writing?
I was really obsessed with Nancy Drew, so I would, sit underneath my blanket at night with a flashlight and read my mystery stories, and then I would always try to start one of my own and get like a chapter in, and then just get really bored. So I would have this book of like first chapters, and then would never get past that. But then finally, I stuck with it.
So the first one that you finally finished, what was that about?
The first one that I finished was like a paranormal fantasy that was based in the woods. That's kind of my thing. I like writing about nature.
You like writing about ghosts in the forest?
Sometimes ghosts, not often. Sometimes just really weird things, like stuff that not necessarily is like ghosts or demons or stuff that's very typical.
Have you had any experiences with ghosts in your life?
No.
No? You did, but you're always intrigued by them.
I'm just intrigued by scary things, I think.
Yeah. Well, you see, I grew up on a street called Phantom Avenue.
Wow.
So I've always been intrigued a little bit by the ghost thing, being that I've seen quite a few ghosts in my life on Phantom Avenue.
That's scary.
Yeah, so maybe you should look into that.
Phantom Avenue,
yeah.
A ghost story, maybe.
So what's this story about?
The Wicked We Have Done is based in a near future society where scientists think they found the formula for a moral compass. So what they do is they send in their worst criminals into this obstacle course that decides whether or not they are truly evil, or if they are able to be redeemed, and then if they are truly evil, they're killed off. So the story is told in the perspective of a young woman who has been convicted of murder, and it's her story going through this obstacle course, making friends, making alliances, finding humanity in these characters that are pretty horrible people, but still finding something good in them.
How do you start with this kind of story? I mean, where does it begin in your mind?
It sort of starts just by listening to a song or watching something on TV, and it will spark like a scene that will be in the middle of a book that I haven't even begun yet, and then you just work out from there.
Wow.
So it's just pieces, yeah. Wow. It takes a long
Did you
time.
grow up in Fresno?
I grew up in Yosemite, close to Yosemite.
Okay. And so the schooling up there, you went to a pretty small school.
Yeah, YHS, Yosemite High School.
And were they very supportive of your writing?
I didn't take writing classes other than the basic English, but they're really supportive of the fine arts up there.
I know they are.
So that's, I think, what's important. So, theater, music, and then art, I think it all sort of comes from that same part of the brain, so it just stimulates, everything and all the creativity.
So the book, are we in hopes that, one, it sells a bunch of copies, and two, that someone wants to make a movie out of it?
Yeah, of course.
That's what it's all
I think that's
about.
every author's dream, yeah.
Right. So, and you brought a trailer with you.
I did.
And you wanted to tell a little bit about the trailer before we go in?
Yeah, the trailer was filmed by some local people and had local actors and actresses in it. My mom actually is a local actress, and she set up the gig. And so we took one day, I wrote the script, we got the actors together, and we filmed it here in Fresno. We filmed it in my apartment and then also in Woodward Park. And it turned out amazing. It's every author's dream, because not a lot of authors get the opportunity to have a live action book trailer going along with their book. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Billy.
We live in a world that's balanced by justice, where the innocent walk free and the guilty are locked away. The system would be perfect if it weren't for people like me. A girl with no motive. A girl in love. How will they judge our morality? How will they prove we are evil? Our darkest sins have come to life.
Wow, now I can't wait to see what they do on the obstacle course that they get sent through. It's kind of creepy.
It's very, very scary. I've given a lot of people nightmares with this book.
Now, does it scare you to write this kind of stuff?
No, I feel like I'm kind of separated from it. I'm really easy to scare.
It doesn't come back to you in dreams?
No, I'm really easy to scare in real life. Like, I get so nervous and I just freak out about stupid things, but when it comes to media, like scary movies or scary books, like, I just perceive that differently for some reason, and it doesn't scare me, so... Yeah.
Might be a little odd on your part, right? Now, is this book available locally?
It is actually just available on all the major retailer sites online, so Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Google Play, iTunes, Kobo.
How's it going so far?
Good. It's nerve-wracking. I think every author would probably say that, but it's also a lot of fun.
Are you going to be going on a tour of any kind?
I'm not. I do blog tours, so mainly that's online. It's really beneficial for me. That way, people don't actually have to get up. They can just go to the computer and then read my interviews there. I'm going to New Orleans in May. I can't remember the exact dates. I think it's like 13th through 18th for a convention, a book lovers convention. So I'll be there.
Well, down in New Orleans, they'll eat up this scary stuff like that. They'll love it over there.
I hope so.
All right. Has anyone critiqued it yet?
Critiqued it?
Yeah. Are we getting good response on the book?
Oh, I have lots of reviews out already.
Yeah. And what are they saying?
Good and bad things. I think.
Do the bad things bother you?
I think they did at first, but after a while, it's just all critique, and it just makes you a better writer.
Well, take it from me. Don't let it bother you. All right, Sarah. Thank you very much coming by. Tell everyone once again the name and how to get your book.
The book is The Wicked We Have Done, and it's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Google Play, Kobo, and iTunes.
Okay. All right, we're going to take off. Make sure you guys stick around. Coming up next, we have more music from local musician Ted Nunez and more food to give away. This hour is from Watts Family Barbecue. Stick around. Tattoo!
Hi, I'm Mike